27 women met January 18, 1897. That was 116 years ago, organizing the Womans Club of Lebanon. The adopted constitution contained a dual purpose: to form an organized center for the intellectual and social development of its members, and to promote such public measures as shall be conducive to the welfare of the community, thus personal growth and community improvement. The roll was called at each meeting, and each member responded with a quote from Oliver Wendell Holmes, or Alfred Lord Tennyson, or Louisa Alcott. Membership was limited to 60, but later it was as high as 200 members. Can you imagine 200 ladies sitting in this room? That did occur. That was something that did happen. I will give you, and I found an excerpt from the 1902 to 1903 yearbook. Mrs. Brock, Honorary President, Mrs. Sam Wise, President, met every Saturday, November to May. And at that time they had 60-some members. So they had a meeting every Saturday from November to May. And this was 1902 to 03. The topics were January 24th, music, Mrs. John Ruth, Mrs. Simon P. Light, Mrs. Thomas Lineweaver. January 31st, Salt Lake City and Mormonism. February 7th, our municipal government, Mrs. Harry Boger. Our streets and water, Mrs. J. Walter Killinger. On the 14th of February, they talked about Lincoln. On the 21st, it was George Washington. March the 7th, My Country 'Tis of Thee. On the 14th, the Great Bear of the North, Russia, a Mighty Problem, her arts and crafts, her folklore with readings. On March 21st, an afternoon with our poets and humorists. On March 28th, it was about Indians. April the 18th, Forestry Day. And April the 25th, Drama Day, by the Entertainment Committee. So those were stationing of a policeman at 8th and Cumberland, a waiting room for the street railway, a curfew law, early closing of stores, and city cleanup week. Education, they formed a Good Citizen League in public schools, known later as junior leagues. Provided books for traveling libraries from 1901 to 04. The ladies then started a library here at the clubhouse, and when that was outgrown, they, with other community leaders, started the Lebanon Community Library. The Women's Club was also instrumental in helping to start the Visiting Nurse Association and associated charities, which is now Family and Children's Services. Through the years, many art students were encouraged, many oratorical contests were held, music was appreciated at concerts, plays were performed by the ladies, prominent speakers were heard, students were given scholarships, and many people were helped by the Women's Club of Lebanon. The Women's Club during their time met at various places throughout the city until the end of 1923, when they purchased the Josiah Funk Mansion at 450 Cumberland Street, where we are sitting today.